versus like a frozen Palutena from back in the tri-state area. So like you based on how they play, you knew who it was. So that's something that's also cool to note. Also, I just want to note, Luma, favorite game series, XCOM. Fantastic series. If you ever played that RTS, fantastic game.
Super dope. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. You know, one thing we neglected to talk about was just kind of how this matchup goes statistically on paper. I mean, Palutena gets in on Rob, and I'm just going to be honest, you know, Rob is just kind of a punching bag, you know, up close. So you're really going to have to bank on mixing up Palutena with your projectiles. And when I say mix up, I mean, like, you're really going to have to do it because she has the ability to reflect. So bring something, sprinkle a little bit of you into the Rob meta. You know, you don't have to play as flowchart.
That's right. Okay, here we go. Right out the gate, you know, again, this is just like the last Rob, right? You know, when the opponent has the projectile, has a little gyro, like that removes an option from Rob. You know, a lot of players like to play around with that. They have to hold it, but the thing is, when you hold on to that little gyro, it removes a lot of your options too. Like you can't use aerials as much anymore. It's short holding a certain button.
Yeah, you always have to stay, you know, mindful of your toolkit. You know, we've seen that in the, you know, the previous match where we, you know, had Rob on stream. You know, you have to watch how you use your items, but honestly, no item play needed. Just a raw up smash. You know, again, nice size scoop, good size anti-air. You know, that move demands respect. You're going to have to give it, or he's going to take it from you. So great option.
There we go. You know, try to get with that Nair. I mean, Luma hasn't put too much damage on the board just yet. Taking a little bit, little time to start cooking here, but little better late than never. He's got him at 69%, trying to put it off the edge of the stage. Dash attack is still a good option, right? You got a little bit of guard point there. If you try to like swing on that, you can just shield through it sometimes.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's always something I forget about with Palutena. You know, I always forget like one of the biggest things that makes her so dangerous, and it's that shield in her hand. You know, dash attack, and then of course back here. You know, we talk about moves that demand respect. That one is certainly like in the top 5. Oh my goodness, we talked about basketball earlier. Honestly, that looked like an off the backboard right there, right into the up air. Great stuff. Wow, we're looking at the Rob gameplay at its finest right now. You know, here I was worried that, you know, Rob was going to have a hard time with Palutena. I'm throwing all that out of the window.
Dude, like, Luma was just stuck between a rock and a hard place at that point. Okay, here we go. A little bit jumping in there. Oh, facing the wrong direction. Didn't get the auto reticle out there. Here we go. Playing around the platforms. I dig it. A lot of jumps coming out, but Luma, unfortunately, just can't seem to find their way right in there. And every single time they commit to something, like whether it's like the auto reticle or whatever, you think that Luma's at a safe distance. SebPro comes in, swinging those arms midair.
Most definitely. Good Lord. And this presser is not stopping. Good fake out. Probably thought he was going to go for the upper. Just decided to hold shield. Very great option. I'm loving the pressure up underneath. It's just a little mistimed. I don't mind the up airs and I don't mind the up smash as Rob is landing, but you got to be a little bit more on the nose with those landing options because Rob already has it. All Robs actually have it in their head that they're going to have to mix you up when they land.
Okay, here's where Palutena is really strong, right? In the advantage state because so many options. The double taunt? Okay. Okay, Luma, playing at a deficit and going for the double taunt. Let's see what that pays off.
Right, here we go. All right. Bit of sass never goes unnoticed in a matchup.
Like that, Luma just held on to shield right there. You know, SebPro was looking for the jump out of shield, so immediately threw out that back air. But sometimes just picking no option is the correct option.
Yeah, the no mix-up. We've seen it time and time again. Look at starting to come alive a little bit. You know, earlier we talked about sometimes it takes a little long to get warmed up. You know, I mean, if there's ever a game, you know, to not do so hot, and let's get warmed up game number 1. That way the rest of the set can certainly go a little bit more in your favor. SebPro101 certainly living up to the pro in their name. Yes, gets the Dunkaroo, and that should be enough to KO off the top with a little bit of a taunt.
I mean, you got to respond to a taunt with a taunt, right?
Oh, heck yes.
So, sometimes that's just the answer to go to. I feel like SebPro was capitalizing on Luma's projectile usage, in my honest opinion. I feel like there was a lot of auto reticles, a lot of the fireballs coming out from Luma that Luma would throw out and SebPro would go in and punish afterwards because it got like Luma thought that SebPro would be a little bit too far away. Then Luma comes dashing in, SebPro gets in there, hits her, and then like the punish after punish. I feel like a lot of kills happen in that regard too. You saw the you know, it came out as well at the end there. Got caught by the little nicked by the gyro, lands into the kill.
Yeah, 100%, man. And it's you know, it just kind of goes to show like who was getting the most off of their conversions. I mean, both obviously were landing hits the way that they were supposed to, but I think you know, when you play two characters like Rob and Palutena, you know that comboing is certainly going to be in your repertoire up until a certain percent. And I just felt like, just looking at the natural flow of progression, the neutral SebPro101 was the one that was really, you know, putting on the percent and then finding access points for the hits, you know, so you can clean up the stock. But I'm not gonna say that those hits didn't come without a fight. You know, I will say that Luma, you know, tried to mix them up with like the platform cancels on the up special and just really trying to, you know, be reversed their way out of some situations. But, you know, again, we've seen Palutena time and time again. This is a character that you should know how to fight right off rips, but a character that we might not know how to fight as well as Palutena. Austin, we got a me brawler here. What is going on?
Me Brawler. I mean, once again, we saw the wacky list of characters that Luma had going on. Maybe Palutena just wasn't getting the cut, you know, again, all the explosive flames being thrown around. It just wasn't managed to find those kills. But here we go. Me Brawler with the space helmet. Looks like we're going to the moon.
That's right, to the moon, baby. That's right.
Just like GameStop. Let's go.
That's right. Oh, hopefully the trades are in somebody's favor at this point. Great stuff here. Back to the ledge, and I'm liking the respect. Of course, not wanting to air dodge in. You know, me Brawler historically known not for having the best, you know, recovery system in the game. So you see a character like this that's trying to pin you down, respect it, okay? They have your number. You're going to have to try to work around those options.
Ooh. I am shocked that killed from that distance. I mean, like, I get it. It was slightly charged, but still, like, it's such a powerful move.
Oh, yeah. So that's an unexpected move, too. I think it could kind of throw your DI off if you're not, you know, expecting to get hit by that. You know, that move comes out so quick, and sometimes we see it out of a jab lock situation. You're just like, which way do I hold when I get hit? I need help.
That's right. There we go. Seeing a lot of double jumps coming out from Luma. You know, mixing up how they're going to land. Also, double jump being a fair option to try to escape certain, you know, combo strings in midair. So the roll to the left, not being able to get the jab block Luma setup with the setup that Luma was looking for.
Item play in hand too. Looking to take the high ground here. You know, that's terminology I don't typically use in Smash. We use that terminology in other esports, but you know, looking to use that here, and I like that for the shot put. You know, really heavy move. Of course, demands some respect as well on shield. You know, you're going to have to try to work around. It's not quite like Villager's bowling ball, but it still packs a whopping punch when it lands.
Throwing out another bowling ball. Honestly, I wanted that roll to the left earlier where you landed the gyro. Very smart. They gets caught by the up smash. You'll be able to take that second stock. Another just like looking clean until he finally gets the up B. Not enough to get the kill, even at that high of percent. Off of the platform too. Man, me Brawler just struggling to find this kill.
Yeah, maybe we're not going to the moon here, but that's okay, man. You know, you can still do great even if you aren't that high up in the air. We'll just
I'd be happy if we reach the skies, dog.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, man. Glass half full, right?
Oh, is he out of? Okay, good. He immediately went for the high option there. You know, kind of the risky option to go for when you're off stage like that, but still, if it's unexpected, you can sometimes get away with it. I think that's what Luma's trying to go for.
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah, we talked about it's party time after that jab lock. You know what's coming. You know what dish they're bringing. You gotta make sure you account for it properly, all right?
Lands the aerial. That's gonna be the first stock. But again, we've seen Luma in this position again, where you know finally gets stuff cooking, but already is at a 2-stock deficit. Maybe a little bit too late. I'm not sure.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and understanding they're trying to pressure me off stage, and that's really awesome. You know, you try to pressure me, like I get it. You probably want me to, you know, overextend in. You probably want me to land aggressive with an aerial. Or even just air dodge. I'm not going to let you have that. I don't mind playing safely at the ledge.
And honestly, Luma's advantage there was fantastic because he had SebPro in a situation where he was out of jumps, out of resources, but then gets caught by like the wackest forward air. You know, just runs off stage forward air, very classic from Rob. But it comes out so quick we don't even get the zoom in that Luma wasn't even prepared for it. And that's gonna be game number 2.
Yeah, such a bit of an anticlimactic finish, but you know what though, a dub is still a dub. You know, we got to put that on the board. So big shout out to SebPro101, living up to the name again. You know, closing that out right there on DT's very own Luma. I like the, you know, I feel like in a different universe or like in a different setting, you know, going from Palutena to me Brawler could actually serve you some justice. I mean, those are two very, very different characters. Me Brawler, of course, very unorthodox in how you approach. Of course, you always have to try to wait out and see which type of moveset they have so you can approach them in a neutral accordingly. But I mean, just right here obviously was just not, you know, DT Luma's day. You know, SebPro, of course, a little bit more well equipped for that match. And of course, you know, because that match went down the way it did, SebPro101 is going to move on. Wow, they're bringing the heat, man, from across the pond. I'm about this, Austin. This is awesome.
Yeah, like, I mean, I mentioned this. I touched on this a little bit earlier. I kind of dig the way this region plays. Like, I love how they just scrap, dude. They go in there. They're trying to like outplay the crap out of their opponent, going for tons of mix-ups and not trying to like play too far away. Especially with like some of the characters they play. We've seen Snake, we've seen Rob, we've seen Ninmin, and still they're not really playing that passive. They're just trying to go in there, and it's very refreshing to see. I dig it.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And you know, every country plays different when it comes to approaching the neutral. You know, I spent some time in Sweden. Almost said last May, but the last year of my life I just kind of got erased. 2 Mays ago. Yeah. I went to Sweden, and you know, I was playing, and they were like, "Yeah, you play like an American player," and I'm like, "What does that mean?" It's like you're very aggressive in the neutral. You know, a lot of nairs on shield. It's a lot of this, a lot of that. And I'm like, wow, if they're picking that type of stuff up on me, I need to start picking up this type of stuff on the other country. So this is super awesome to see here. And what's even more awesome to see here is Luma with the lead here finally, making SebPro101 kind of respect them in the neutral. My God.
But all honesty, it might be the counter pick. Like, and also Luma just kind of waking up with his Palutena, right? Because this stage is like PS2, but a little bit more claustrophobic. Like, you're more close to your opponents, kind of like an opposite of Smashville. And with that, you know, you get a lot more easier combos to land with the nairs coming out from Palutena, able to get some teleport cancels as well on said platforms. Like, it's a pretty good stage for her. But if you just fall off and get caught by the gyro, it doesn't matter what's going on the stage if you just stick off stage the whole time.
Wow, and talk about a snipe right here. I'm using all the wrong esports terminology for this game right here. I mean, we talked about taking the high ground and the snipe off the ledge, great stuff, and also a little bit of a sass answer back too with the taunt. Of course, I'm sure it's all fun and it's done in good spirit, but honestly, you know, if you got to toss it out to let your opponent know what's up, I mean, do it.
Yeah, right. Showing a little bit of Valorant out here.
I see what you did there, Austin.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Forward tilt on the shield. I'm digging again the pressure. I feel like SebPro is such a pro. You know, matter of fact, at the edge, cause look at that advantage. Look at the setup. He throws the gyro upwards to prevent Luma from going for a high recovery, so it like pigeonholes them into the, like, going for the ledge, sets them up perfectly for a spicy downer, a meaty downer that lasts so long too.
Yeah, finally regaining the lead and
my God!
Oh my goodness, the filth from across the pond. SebPro101. You better call 911 DT Luma because that match did not go in your favor. Wow.
Heart stopper. Literally call 911, dude. They get the trucks, get everything. Any sort of comeback Luma had going there just completely obliterated in that final stock. Good Lord.
Yo, I am at a loss for words right now, which is very bad because as commentators, you need to have the whole dictionary for breakfast. What the heck? Wow, friend, if you're just tuning in to the Smash World Tour, look, and you're like, is Smash always like this on this thing? Like, does it always go down this type of way? Yes, it does. This is the Smash World Tour. People are bringing out all the stops. That flash might have looked like flashy, but trust me, that's real fire. That was labbed, and it was supposed to go down the exact same way you've seen it.
I mean, that, honest to God, that was just Rob's finding like that key moment, because I know so many Robs that